Hello, welcome to my Lord Havoc's. That's me. Marvel Champions custom content stream. Hope you're doing well today. It is Friday evening where I am, the start of the weekend, and it's time for another episode of the Marvel Champions Discord Seal of Approval nominees. For this episode, we're going to be looking at Spider-Man 2099 by Raimi. Doesn't he look he looks badass. His opponent will be Norman with Risky Business. It was randomized. We're all out here. We're randomizing. I was actually kind of hoping it was going to be one of the new ones from the newest set that just came out, but it wasn't. So it is what it is. It is a Spider-Man villain though, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Full disclosure, this is actually my second attempt at using Spider-Man. I played last night, and it was an absolute disaster. Like an absolute disaster. I don't think I've ever had as bad a game. Not counting the game where I played for like 2 hours and made a mistake, like right at the start and didn't notice, and so invalidated the entire game. It was like this epic 2-hour game. That was pretty bad. So maybe not as bad as that, but it was probably second, because I just did not get it. I just did not understand what I was doing, and I couldn't get past the fact that I had to keep defending so that I wouldn't die, because it's a bit squishy, which then sort of invalidated his ability. But it was just simply me just not understanding this line here where it says you may play that a bit. So I reached out to Rainey, the creator, who is very kind to actually have a chat with me, and because I was too lazy to type out my questions. And yeah, first off, told me that I was wrong with the interpretation of the ability, which is great. I'm glad to be wrong because I was technically right. But in this case, the card is saying that you don't do that. So, which is perfectly fine. I just, for some reason, my brain just couldn't grasp that fact, and so I misunderstood completely. And so, because I misunderstood that, nothing else worked, and it was just awful. Plus, I was using leadership, which Rainey says is probably the worst one to use. He just doesn't really quite gel with the leadership. Like, you can still use leadership, of course. I mean, the sign of a good custom hero is that you can use any aspect you want. It's just, against some villains, you're going to have trouble. It's as simple as that. And the villain that I was up against was the Sinister Six. And they just annihilated me. Especially Kraven. Just kicked the crap out of me. So, here we go. I'm going with aggression. The plan is going to be attack, and just basically beat the crap out of Norman as quickly as possible. Switch him to Gobby, and then just beat the crap out of him. That's really is never flip if possible, so that he doesn't go back to Norman's side. So get him out of Norman's side, and then just beat the crap out of him. So we're going aggression, and now I think I understand how he works. Let's see if that's actually true. Let's do this. When completed, so we haven't got that part. It starts with 2 hostile takeover Norman Osborn. When Norman Osborn would attack, place an infinity counter on Criminal Enterprise instead. Force interrupt. When Norman Osborn would take any amount of damage, remove that many infinity counters from Criminal Enterprise instead. Criminal Enterprise starts with 2. Move the man curtain across here so you can see her smug face. Starts with 2. Criminal Enterprise enter player with 2 infinity counters on it. If there are no infinity counters here, you flip Norman and Criminal Enterprise. And it goes over to Madness. State of Madness! Where he becomes Goblin and you can actually damage him. And then when he becomes Gobby, he deals 3 damage to you, which is pretty bad. And then you are able to actually beat the crap out of him. So, let's do it. I'm going to mulligan hardcore for his upgrades because his ability doesn't let me go grab his upgrades. I suppose I should go through his ability because this is upload the last video, so all the explanation is gone. There's 4 rec, 6, 10, accelerated healing, response. After you make a basic recovery, you can discard a card to ready Mugil, and then either recover again, or you can then flip to Spidey and use his abilities. When you use one of his abilities, 2/2/2, he has an ability called Acceleration, and it's the main thrust of his deck, which is after your hero uses a basic power, seek an event from your deck. Seek means discard cards until you get to a card. In this case, it would be an event, right? So discard cards until you get an event. You may play that event. Now that's the key. So even if I defend, which is on the villain's turn, I technically can't play actions, which most events are, and that's the kicker. You actually can. These cards specifically says you can play that event. And that's pretty powerful stuff. Place each other card that you discarded this way on the bottom of your deck in order you discarded them. So you don't actually. So once you've discarded them, so I'm going to discard them into a separate pile, not the actual discard pile. And then once you discarded them and found the event, you can then play the event as if it's in your hand, really, and then put the discarded cards that you use from that ability back into the deck again, under the deck. So you're not really discarding them at all, which is pretty cool. And that's limit once per phase. So that's important. I can do it. I can thwart an attack on my turn, and then ready at the end of the turn, and then I can do it again as the defense on his turn. And then if I have some way to ready before it gets back to my turn, I can then do it again. So, which is pretty damn good. Now, there is a way to do that. There is a way to ready him. It's one of his upgrades. His upgrades, I think, are key. So, let's do it. Hard mulligan for the upgrades. I don't care what I get. If it's not one of his upgrades, I don't care. So, Spidey, First Aid, Celery Decoy, Looking for Trouble, Shock and Awe. Actually, I'll keep this so I can play one of his upgrades if I need it. That's hard mulligan. Goodbye. Don't care. 5 cards. Here we go. Accelerated Vision. It's not the one I wanted, but it's still one of them. You may resolve your acceleration ability 1 additional time per phase. When resolving your acceleration ability, you may continue discarding until you discard a different event and may play that instead. I like it. I like it. Alright. So I'm going to put Web of Life and Destiny out for free. Wait. Do I have any web allies in here? After a web warrior ally leaves play, choose a player. That player draws a card. I think there's only one in here. There's Gwen. Gwen and Spire. I think there's only 2. You know what? I think I'm better off just using this as a resource. I don't think I'm ever going to use it. After a web warrior leaves play. I think I'll just use it like once or twice and then that's it. What's the point? I think it's better as a resource. Alright, well, straight up, energy is going to clobber and then come back into my hand. So I'm going to clobber him for 3. It doesn't come in with toughness when you crap like that. No. Yes. Which will take off the 2 from there. What's going on here? Why is this not changing? Why is this not changing? Goodbye. Grab one of these. There we go. How weird. If there are no anything down here, is flip. Flip. He's now goblin sized. Alright. I will use Web of Life and Destiny to put out Accelerated Vision. And then let's use Accelerate. I'm going to attack for 2. Then accelerate. Boom, straight up. Well, it doesn't say to put it into your hand, it just says I can play it, right? So I can play it. Oh, I should have done this one first. Oh, man. Should have confused him. And then I could have used this. Oh, no, it's not stunned. That says stunned. I was thinking of something else. What's the other card that says if they're confused, stun them, and if they're stunned, confuse them? Is it like hit them up the head or something? Hit them in the side of the head? It's got X on the X23 on the cover, on the image at least. Alright, well, I'm going to do it anyway. Why not? Do damage to an enemy. Why not? I'll use accelerated decoy to do that. Boom, 2 damage. And then this says I can do it again. Oh wait, when you made it continue, just go until you just got a different event and play that instead. Oh no, I'm happy with that. That's fine. I'm happy with the one I got. But it says I can use it again, so that's fine. So let's do it. Discard. Ghost Spider. Wall crawling. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. 3 instead if you use the acceleration. You may place this event on the bottom of your deck. Alright, well let's use Bug to pay for wall crawling, which says remove 2. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, so these now go on the bottom. Well, I think technically wouldn't Ghost be... it doesn't matter, who cares. They both go on the bottom. I'm pretty sure Ghost wall crawling or whatever work should have been on the bottom. I'm not sure about that, so I'm just going to keep going. So there's that. There's that. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything here. They get discarded under the bottom. I've got 1 card left. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to ready and get 3 cards. His hand size is only 4. I forgot to ask Rainy why that is. Why is his hand size 6 on here but only 4 on here? Why isn't it 5 as is tradition? I assume there's a reason for it. I just forgot to ask. 3. Alright, so I've got another Clobber. I've got his signature ally, Ghost Rider. And Rapid Strikes. Not his upgrades, which is what I would have preferred. But, oh well. It is what it is. Threat goes on here. When completed. Oh, I haven't completed it, so it's fine. Alright, he's in Green Goblin mode, so that means he's attacking for 3 plus whatever it is. Oh, I didn't do my 3 indirect damage. How silly of me. Alright, so he's attacking me, so I'm going to defend. 3 plus 1 plus a boost. Put an infinite count on Criminal Enterprise. Oh, I can't. If you cannot, remove 1 Madness counter from State of Madness. Okay. I like that. So he hits me for 4. I defend for 2, so I take 2. Because I defended, I'm going to accelerate. No. Oh wait, it goes on the bottom of the deck. Yep. Nope. Nope. Boom. Piercing Strike. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. This attack gains piercing. Yeah, why not? Why not? Use those 2 to pay for it. I then used it. The other one went on the bottom because it specifically says you can put it back in there, whereas this one I've technically used it, so it goes in the normal desk card. But they don't. They go underneath. And the Piercing Strike says deal 3 damage. And I'm going to do it again. Because why not? It says I can do it twice. I'm just going to keep doing it. Precision Strike. Deal 2 damage. If this damage defeats the enemy, heal 2 damage. Well, it's not going to defeat him. But how? Why not? I'm going to Ghost Rider him. 1, 2. Oh, love it. Encounter card. I haven't even done the encounter card yet. Payoff. 1, 2, and it gets a hazard icon. Okay, it's my turn. I've only got one card. I can't use it. I'm gonna get rid of it actually. Just get a whole brand new four cards. Should I? Wait. Wait. Let's just put these down for a second. I haven't actually reset yet, right? So what I'm going to do, I've still got this in my hand. Instead, what I'm going to do is flip to McGill, sacrifice Clobber to ready, then heal 1, 2, 3, 4. Then end of turn. End of turn, get my 4 cards. Right. Cool. Right, so it's now his turn. Threat. He schemes. When Green Goblin would scheme, remove one madness from state of madness instead. So he doesn't scheme. He instead removes a counter. Because there's no counter, he now flips back to Norman, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. And then I get 2 encounter cards. I needed to heal, so it is what it is. All in a day's work. When revealed, place 2 infamy counters on Criminal Enterprise. So it's meant to start with 2, so it gets another 2. And the other one is Mad Genius. When revealed, Norman, discard the top card of your deck for each infamy counter on Criminal Enterprise. 4. 1. Oh no, there's one of his upgrades. Oh, there's his second upgrade. 2, 3. Oh my god, no! 4. There's all 3 of his upgrades gone. Oh, come on, man. How many cards are there? 15. That is bullshit. My turn. Let's flip. Going to attack for 2. Which takes 2 off here. Gonna strength to play Spider, who will get rid of this side scheme. And be discarded. It doesn't matter if she doesn't come back to my hand. I know the trick is to attack first and then do all that sort of crap, but I can't be bothered. Oh wait, I was meant to accelerate. Gonna accelerate. No. Yes. Deal 6 damage to a minion. There is no minions. Alright, let's use his thing. When resolving acceleration, you may continue discarding until you discard a different event. Sweet. No. No. He's on the upgrade. No. Shockador. Stun an enemy and deal 2 damage to it. 4 damage instead if the enemy was not stunned this way. 4 damage instead if that enemy was not stunned. Okay, so if they've got stalwart or steady, so they're not stunned. Okay, cool. Alright. Here's 2. Stun and deal 2 damage. Oh. Oh, that's cool, because the 2 damage goes off here. Flops him to Green Goblin. Flops. Flips. And then stuns Green Goblin. Alright, I still take the 3 damage. There's not much you're going to do about that. 1, 2, 3. It's not an attack. Comes back with 2 madness counters. Okay. That worked out alright. I'm cool with that. Alright, so then this gets discarded, but these all go back underneath. I've got no cards left. All the upgrades are gone. I could do acceleration again, but I've got no way to cast them, so it's kind of pointless. So I might as well just reset. And get 4 cards. Okay. 1. He goes to attack, but he can't because he's stunned. And I get an encounter card. Villain schemes. He can't scheme. Remove 1 counter instead. My turn. Okay. Okay. I think we're going to rapid strikes him. 1, 2, 3. To play rapid strikes 3 times. 2, 4, 6. Dead. He goes to stage 2. When revealed, deal 4 indirect damage. And I'll thwart for 2. Bump up his back to 18. And then I'm going to flip to McGill. Ready. Get 6 cards. Come on, upgrade. I know there's an upgrade in here somewhere. Must be in this last 4. Excuse me. Okay, so 1 threat. He goes to scheme, but he can't, so remove an infinity counter. Infamy counter, or madness counter, whichever one it is. Madness counter. There is none, so he flips back to state of madness, back to criminal enterprise, comes in with 2. Flips back. That didn't work out very well, because he's going to bloody wanting to get back to Green Golem, so he's going to hit me for 4 damage again. I didn't do that very well. That wasn't timed very well at all. Encounter card. Hello? Encounter card? I summoned you. All in a day's work. Place 2 infinity counters on Criminal Enterprise. Done. My turn. What have I got? What does Lila do? Exhaust Lila. Choose an event in your hand or discard pile instead if you're in alter ego form, and swap it with a top card of your deck. Okay, so then when you accelerate, you know what you're getting. That's pretty cool. That's very cool indeed. But to be fair, I don't really need it. what I need to do is heal. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then spend a card. Into the fray to ready, and then do it again, and then flip to Spidey, and then these will pay for Miles. It will hit for 4. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, and immediately flipping back to Green Goblin. 1, 2. He does 4 points of damage to me. Does this have any limit on how many times I can do it? Limits once per round. That's a poo. 3, 4. Ready. Lila is cool, but I'm not that good of a player. I need my upgrade, man. The last 4 cards. I know one of these is the upgrade, so I'm just going to get all 4 and get my upgrade. There it is. Web Cape. Hero gains aerial. After you resolve a hero's acceleration ability, exhaust Web Cape, ready a hero. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Alright, let's do it. Threat. He attacks. Miles. I'm sorry, buddy. I really apologize, but I can't be hit for this much damage. 5. Sorry, buddy. You did your duty. Oh, I should have done my deck. Technically, it was meant to happen before Miles died, so can't cheat. That's that resolved, and then I get another encounter card because of that one. Pooh! Intimidation. When revealed, choose to either spend 2 resources of any type or give the villain 1 face-down boost card. You can have the face-down boost card. Don't care. Next. Assault. The villain attacks you. Come on, man. Well, it looks like I'm defending. With 2 boost cards. Oh my god. 4 plus 1, so 5 plus another boost card. 6, 7, 8, and a boost. Put an infinite counter on Criminal Enterprise. Or remove 1 from Madness. 8 minus 2 is 6. I'm dead. This indirect damage when he flips is just crazy. I'm resetting, doing it again. $14. Man, I was going to Web Cape. I was going to Hulk. I was going to go sick. Alright. I'm doing it again. 6 cards. Well, we've got an upgrade this time. After you resolve your hero's acceleration ability, place a web counter here. So that's his generator. Okay, alright. hardcoring for another upgrade. 1, 2. Can I afford to get rid of Miles though? Oh, he should be on Norman's side. Sorry. Yeah, you know what? I'm doing it. 1, 2. There you go. So 4. No. Why do you hate me, game? Why? Why do you hate me? Alright, Power in All of Us is going to pay for Spider. I'll flip to Spider. Strength is going to Shock and Awe, which will do 2 points of damage and stun. The stun will flip him to to Green Goblin. He does 3 indirect damage. 1, 2, 3. No, you know what? He does 3 indirect damage. I'm gonna put 1 onto Spider and take the other 2 myself. And then use Spider to thwart for 2. Which is then technically consequential damage, which means she comes back to my hand. Then I'm going to use her to pay for spinnerets. Then I'm going to attack for 2. And then use Accelerate. Warcry, remove 2 threat. That's not the one I wanted. That is not the one I wanted. Okay, it's not the one I wanted, but still I can put a token on here because I used the ability. These then go on the bottom because I didn't use it, so it goes back on the bottom. I've got energy. I'm going to reset, get 3 cards. Oh yes, finally the game loves me again. Oh, all right. 1 goes to attack, but he can't. Sucked in. Get an encounter card. Oh, they should have come in with 2. Counter card is Mad Genius. He's in Goblin mode. Green Goblin attacks the hero with the fewest hit points remaining. If no attack was made, this way the card gets searched. Right, so he attacks me. I'm going to defend. He attacks for 3 plus. Oh my god! Jesus! 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just madness. I've got to accelerate. 1. What did I get? Rapid Strikes. I'm going to do it. Energy plus spinnerets for a maximum of 3. Oh no. And because I done it from the acceleration ability, I get an extra additional 1. So I'm actually doing 8 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's important to note for retaliate that it's actually 4 times 2, so it would actually have been 4 retaliate, but he doesn't have retaliate, so who cares? Sweet. Oh, so this goes. Oh no, I used it, so therefore. Yeah. Wait, I'm confused now. Yeah, so it goes in the discard pile. So the first one I got. Cool. All right. My turn. Oh, because I used the acceleration, I get a counter. Which obviously I can't use right now, but that's alright. I used it. So, he's tapped. I'm going to spend these 2 to give me my cape. I should flip and heal, but I don't want him to flip back to... I have to. If I kill him, stage 2 comes in and does 4 indirect damage to me and I'm dead. So I've got to flip. I've got to flip and heal next turn. Otherwise I'm dead. So ready, and then get 6 cards. And that's right. I mean, he's got 2 towners. So it's not too bad. He gets a threat on here. Then he schemes. And instead of scheming, he loses a madness counter. And we get an encounter card. Regenerative healing. When revealed, the villain heals X damage where X is equal to double the villain's stage number. If no damage is healed, there was. So it's for 2. Stage number is 1, so it goes 1 and 2. My turn. That could have been far worse. Alright, immediately I'm healing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, do I want... Is it discard a card or is it spend a resource? Discard a card from your hand. Okay. This one. Ready. And then heal again for 2. Actually, it's only 2. No. I'm not going to do the heal. I'm just going to say that I readied him and then flip so I can use Spidey. I need to do 6 points of damage. 6 points of damage. I'm going to use Power of Aggression and Looking for Trouble to pay for Accelerated Decoy. Either confuse the enemy or give your hero a tough status card. I'm going to confuse him. And then I'm going to use Spinnerets to play Press the Advantage to deal 2 damage, and if it's stunned or confused, draw a card. Then I'm going to use Ghost Spider to play for Wall Crawling. Remove 2 threat. Then I'm going to attack for 2. And then I'm going to accelerate, which I'm not going to use, but it means I can exhaust Web Cape to ready, and I also get a counter. This goes on the bottom of my deck. It would be nice to have used it, but I don't have any resources. But now I can hit again for 2. Hell yeah! And then I'm going to accelerate again, which I'm not going to use, but I get another counter. Doesn't say any maximums on here. Oh wait, I can't accelerate again. After you use the basic power, limit once per phase. It's still my phase. Okay, so I can't be that cheeky. I'm just going to shuffle because that would be cheating, because now I know what that card is. Alright, so I can't accelerate again, but I can still attack again, which has knocked him to the next stage. So he's still confused. Goes to stage 2. Hit points are 18. He hits me for 4 indirect damage, which I can now survive. Did I flip it at this turn? Did I flip this turn? Can I flip back? I don't think I can. I think I flipped this turn. Damn Get 4 cards. Threat. He attacks. I've got no allies to defend with, so I'm just going to defend as is. 4 plus 2 is, there goes my obligation. 6 minus 2 is 4. I'm dead again. What am I doing wrong? Why does this keep happening? What is going on? He hits way too hard. I mean, I guess the argument can be made is I should have given myself a tough status card, but then I wouldn't be in this position anyway. So, I don't know, man. I just don't know. Obviously, I just can't play this character. It's the 3rd game in a row where I've gotten beaten pretty easily. What's the time? Doing it again. $14. Criminal Enterprises. Shuffle in. Go back to here. Flip. Maybe get rid of Into the Fray. Like I haven't, and I just can't afford Spidey. I've used 3 different resources to bring him in, so I'm going to replace. I'm going to grab another first aid, and there's the card that just says I need another ally. Let's give him. There we go. That'll do. Otto will help me out. $10, 40 cards. Starting. Good to go. Alright. Take 4. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Alright, here we go. The universe has heard my pleas. I'm going to mulligan these 2. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, what do I want? The one that lets me accelerate twice is good. My energy resource generator is good. Fans and Talons +1 attack. Pretty good. They're all pretty good. Let's flip. Let's knock him straight into Norman side. 1, 2 into Goblin side. He does 3 indirect damage. And Wait, before I do that, I'm enduranceing my spinnerets in, and then I'm doing it. Now I'm going to accelerate. Nope. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you know what, Miles? I'm sorry, buddy, but I'm going to first aid. 1, 2, 3. Bug goes back under. Oh. And I get a counter. Awesome. Energy is going to give me my fangs. I'll save you. No. Wait. After you resolve your hero's acceleration, place one counter here to a maximum of 2. Hero resource. Generate X resources for... Oh, it's for an event. Okay. Did I do that right last game? Did I use it for a non-event last time? Did I? I can't remember. Well, it doesn't matter. Either way, doesn't matter. I lost. Who cares? So I can't use it for that. Okay. Ready? 3 cards. 1. He attacks. Sorry, I should have 2 in there. I'll defend. Okay. He's hitting for 3. Oh, for crying out loud. 6, 4. Counter. Villain heals. 1, 2. Oh wait, he can't heal. I haven't hit him yet. Yeah, what does this say? Card gains surge. Oh, man. Surges into the Goblin Glider. +1. My turn. I'm gonna flip, use first aid to ready him and then heal for 4. Rapid Strikes is going to pay for his vision. I'm ready. Get 5 cards. Wait, where's my 5 cards? 5 cards. Okay, thank you. Cool. Threat. He schemes, doesn't scheme, loses 1 madness counter. Get an encounter card. When revealed, Goblin attacks the hero. If no attack was made this way, this card gains surge. He can't attack me because I'm in alter ego mode. So it surges into Assault, which surges into Collapsing Bridge. 1, 2, and a Crisis icon. My turn. Flip to Spidey. Rapid Strikes and Power in All of Us is going to pay for web cape. Spinnerets and Hulk are going to pay for shock and awe. Stun an enemy and deal 2 damage. 1, 2, stun. Wait, what have I done? What have I done here? This has not worked out the way I thought it was going to work. I thought I had one left over to play this guy. Okay, let's attack for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then accelerate. Boom, piercing strike. Which I can't afford. Okay, I still get a thing. I don't play an attack event. Oh, when resolving your acceleration, you may continue to discard until you discard 1. Okay, let's go. Okay, can't afford that one either. Anyway, after you resolve your acceleration ability, exhaust web cape to ready. And then I'm going to hit again for 3. These go on the bottom, so I didn't use either of them. You may use your resolve acceleration ability 1 additional time. Okay. Well, I just attacked again, so I'm going to use my acceleration ability again. No. 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 Yeah, you know what? I'm going to use that. Okay. I can use it 1 additional time, which gets rid of the once per phase, which means I do get a counter. It's not an attack event, it's a thwart event, so I'm not getting +1 damage. So I can't do anything other shenanigans. It feels so good to have his upgrades out, man, I gotta tell you. Ugh, it feels so good. Okay, so, well, but I can still use it. So it's a 0, discard card from top, you can deck 2, discard a minion. Put it into play with you. Well, there you go, that's pretty easy. And then remove 3 threats. So I did use that, so I guess discarded. I didn't use these, so they go back in. And I removed 3 threat from the main scheme. Oh wait, I can't because of this. Oh, you bastard. That's unbelievable. Okay, well, it is what it is. I now have a minion for no benefit. A minion for no benefit. That's great. Yeah. Okay. Ready. Oh, wait. It's still my turn. Oh, it's exhausted. You have to exhaust to use it. So it does say exhaust to use it, right? No. Hero resource. Remove X web counters from here. Generate X. It doesn't say exhaust to use it. It just says use it. Okay. Well, before I reset, I'm going to exhaust 1 to use this. Deal 2 damage, and if they're stunned, draw a card. 1, 2, Draw a card. Cool. Right, now I reset. I'm going to discard him. Oh no, I need him so he can like defend for me. And then get 3 cards. Okay. Threat. Goes to attack, but he can't. This guy attacks for 1. Getting counter card. It is place 2 if you cannot remove 2 from State of Madness. Oh, there you go. State of Madness changes back to Criminal Enterprise. He changes to Norman with a Goblin Glider. Okay. That's weird, but that's fine. It does belong to him, so I guess that makes sense. Put 2 on here. My turn. Okay. Let's use him to pay for wall crawling and get rid of this too. So this goes away. Because that was embarrassing. That was just flat out embarrassing. Let's use Genius and Spider-Man to put Mockingbird out. And stun Norman. Let's Mockingbird will hit this guy for 1, and then Spidey will hit him for 3. He's dead. And let's use Accelerate. Okay, I can't afford to play Accelerate, but I at least get a counter, and I get to do it again. I can do it multiple times, so why not? Why did I exhaust this before? Why do I keep exhausting this? I guess it's just I'm just used to exhausting it. After you resolve, place a counter here. Remove a counter. Generate exhaust. It doesn't say anything about exhausting. I don't know why I keep tapping it for. So I do it again. Thanks to my vision, I can do it again. I do it again. Precision strike. Which I'll use. I've used it. I do 2 damage. He doesn't take damage. It comes off here. I flip to Green Goblin. He flips back to Green Goblin. He does 3 indirect damage. I'm gonna put 2 onto her and 1 onto me. So I take 1, she takes the other 2. She dies. These go underneath. Because I used my thing, I get to ready, exhaust the cape, ready. I'm now ready again. I've got no cards, but at least I can now attack him for 3. Oh, he has +1 attack. He has +1 attack. I should be down 1 more because he has hit me. Because he hit me for 3 +3. And I was like, what the hell? But it was actually +4. Cool. Alright, so he's down to 1. But he's stunned. He's down to 1 and he's stunned. I can't do any other shenanigans. I didn't do the exhaust for +1 because I only needed 2 before. So, yeah, he's down to 1. Should I flip and heal? Should I flip back Because State of Madness will stop him from doing anything. Yeah, you know what? I will flip. Because I need to heal back up before he does that flip back over thing again. So reset. I get 6 cards. Okay. 1. He schemes, so State of Madness goes off by 1. Get an encounter card. It is Security Guard. Okay, I can live with that. My turn. I'm going to heal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, because I was only on 7. I'm going to use a card. I'm going to use one of the clobbers to ready and then flip. Okay. Accelerated decoy and clobber are going to put out combat training. I'm going to kill this guy. And then I'm going to accelerate. Piercing strike. Well, I only needed 1, so oh well. I actually want the one that heals you. If you, I'm going to use my ability to keep going. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. I'm gonna play it because it gives me 2 cool things. I lose my hyper agility to do it though, which is a real shame because that's cool. It's just if I do it, I get to confuse him and get a tough card. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get a token for using my acceleration ability. I've already done this bit. So I used the second half of this. I haven't done the resolve your acceleration 1 additional time per phase yet. But I'm going to use this to ready. And I'm going to just, in case I just forget to do it, I'm going to put hyper agility out there because I don't want to waste it. +1 defense, and after you use the acceleration, you get -1 damage reduction, which is pretty handy, right? Because it's the damage from attacks. Okay, well I'm at full health, so I'm just going to hit him again. Knocks him into his next stage. He does 4 points of damage to me. This doesn't help me, but that's alright. That's fine. He's still stunned though, so that's handy. Goes back up to 18. Now I'm going to accelerate again, even though I don't have any cards, just in case I get the 0 thing. No. 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 After Ghost Rider is discarded by acceleration ability, deal 1 damage to an enemy. Oh, that would have been helpful. That would have been helpful. I wouldn't have to have wasted the attack, but anyway. Alright, here he is. So I get Wall Crawler. I will do that. So I'll spend spinnerets to play Wall Crawling, which does go to the bottom of your deck. Even though I've used it, I get to remove 3. And that gets to be shuffled in. Because I used that, I get a thing. I used acceleration. And it says you can resolve your acceleration ability 1 additional time per phase. So I'm going to do it. Oh, wait. No. I readied and attacked again. Oh. I'm not going to add the extra web resource. I'm not going to add the extra resources, and I'm just going to stop there. Because I think I've done something wrong. So I'm just going to stop there. And I'm going to ready. I'm just going to stop. Draw 4 cards. There could possibly have been more shenanigans, but I don't think I should have been able to do that second acceleration. Okay, I'm just going to stop there. Otherwise, it's too hard to walk it all back. But if I stop, I think that's fair. It's his turn. He goes... Oh, wait, we need a threat. And then he goes to attack, which he can't because he's stunned. And I get an encounter card. So far, so good. Hide gun. When revealed, choose to either give the villain 1 face-down boost card or place 2 infamy counters on Criminal Enterprise. We can't do the Criminal Enterprise one, so he has to do the boost one. Okay. Okay, my turn. He's on 17. I'm going to attack and kill this guy. I'm going to accelerate. Discarded by acceleration, do 1 damage. Cool. I like that. That's pretty cool. Alright, the last card. Remove 2 threat or 3 if you did during acceleration, and then place it on the bottom of your deck. Okay. I will play it. How much does it cost? 1. I'm going to use... Oh. I'm going to use... Acceleration decoy to pay for it. Remove 3 threat. 1, 2, 3. I get a thing because of that. Now because of that, I get to... Wait, I use acceleration again? So that's resolved. These now get put on the bottom of my deck. Right? Well, I don't want to do it again because I know exactly what I'm going to get. In here is that one again, and I don't want that one. So I won't do the being able to do it again business. I will do the ready your hero business. And I will do the get a counter. Oh, I've already done the counter, right? I've already done the counter, so I don't get to do that again. So let's go back to my hand now. So I can at the very least attack again for 4. And that's done. I can't ready again. And I don't want to accelerate again because I know what's going to happen. So I'll just ignore it. So instead, I will strength and piercing strike for 3. And then flip. And use bug to ready. And then heal for 4. Boom. Done. Draw 6 cards. Okay. Threat. He goes to scheme. He does not get an infinity counter, take it off instead, which means it flips to criminal enterprise. And he unfortunately flips to Norman. Okay, encounter card. Attached to the villain, pumpkin bombs. Okay, let's move this across here. Let's put this here. Let's put this here. Okay. My turn. I'm going to flip back. And power aggression will pay for hand cannon. Three. Spidey will attack for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To make it 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, what am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 back on there. McGill's not going to attack. These 3, 1, 2, 3, will pay for Gwen. Gwen will attack. Knock off the 2 infinity counters and knock Norman back to stage 2. He does 4 indirect damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And she gets 1 consequential from attacking. So she immediately dies. And when Ghost Spider leaves play, search your deck for an identity-specific event and add it to your hand. Oh, it has to be an event. Oh man, what a bummer. You know what? I'm gonna make it that I took 1 extra damage and she's still alive on 2. So 3 on me, 1 on her, so she's still alive. And then I'll attack for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that he's on the side that I can actually hit him on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's down to 3. He's down to 3. I can't do anything more. So I will accelerate. There's only 1 card left. It's Ghost Rider. I can't use him because he's not an event, but because he got brought out from acceleration, he does a point of damage, which is awesome. He's done more work for me just being accelerated than he has anything else. I can't use him What does the thing say about I've run out of cards? Did not find an event. Shuffle this card pile into a new deck and then place each card use card via onto the bottom of that deck. Okay. That makes perfect sense. Alright, so this becomes a new deck. He goes on the bottom of that, which is a shame because he's cool, but oh well. And then I get an encounter card from decking out. Okay, that makes sense. Now, I'll use my ability to accelerate again. Oh wait. I resolved my hero's ability, so I get a thinner one here. Now, I use my ability to accelerate again this phase. Let's do it. Boom, straight up. I'll do it. Why not? Boink. Pay for it, do 2 points of damage. Victory. Victory from Precision Strike, of all things. But there you go. Done. Finally. 4th game using him, finally got a win. Alright. Let's do the usual. I'll do all the cleanup later, but lucky he didn't get to hit me with his bombs. Let's just sort of tidy this up a bit. Alright, let's put his upgrades front and center. And then let's grab his other stuff. Wall crawling. Lila. Rapid strikes. So we get 2 rapid strikes. Accelerated decoy. Shock and awe. Another shock and awe. Wall crawling. 2 of those. Accelerated decoy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, it's all of them. Okay, let's go through it. Let's start off with the art. It's awesome. It's awesome. This is his hero heart card. His alter ego card's kind of boring, but what can you really do about that? I mean, it's just a dude. He just looks like a normal dude. What more can you do? But this looks very cool, very dynamic. I like it a lot. This as well. That's just beautiful. And this is one of the best pictures I've seen for a card ever. Like, this just fits. It's perfect. It's almost as if he drew it himself in order to put it on the card. It's amazing. This is great too. Look at that. That looks cool. Not a big fan of this one. Just looks kind of weird. This one's good. Good. Cool. Good. Always a fan of when it breaks the wall of a card. That's pretty cool. Doesn't really indicate his hyper agility though. This is more suited to the hyper agility than this is. He's not being really very agile there. Or even this. But I guess you needed this to use the webcage thing. But overall though, design, color wise, awesome. And some of the artwork is very, very cool. There is actually, funnily enough, there is an alternate Spinnerets card. Alternate art Spinnerets card, but I prefer this one. The actual hero himself. I find this ability fascinating. It really did my head in trying to figure out how exactly does it work. Funnily enough, now that I know that he can use it in his defense phase and not break the game, I'd never used it. I don't think I used it once this video. Maybe I used it once this video, whereas in the very first game that I played with it, I was using him all the time because I was like, if I don't defend, I'm dead. But even as you saw, even in the first 2 games of this video, even when I defended, I was dead. I just didn't really even think about using it at that point. That's because I could finally get my head around the fact that I could, do other things to defend, and then be able to use his ability properly, in my opinion. Which brings me to his upgrades. His upgrades are obviously essential. They're just essential for this hero to work properly, in my opinion. The Fangs and Talons is good. I mean, +1 attack is always good. This is awesome. The fact that you don't have to exhaust it to use it, which I didn't find out until halfway through the video, is great. Hyper agility is pretty cool. It gets him an extra defense, which is obviously helpful because he's a bit squishy. But these two are just musts. I'm basically, I've gotten to the point now that if I play this guy again and I don't get either of these cards in the opening hand or in the mulligan, I'm just going to wipe the game and start again. That's how vital I consider them to be. And with that saying, I should have had some more aerial type stuff. What's that 4 cost card that just absolutely annihilates? Like bombs away or something. I don't know. It's where you do like 7 points of damage and then a point of damage to all the minions or something crazy. It's just crazy. Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, the upgrades absolutely must-haves. Get those out as quickly as you possibly can. You saw in the last game that I just played, I had all of them, and then at that point it was just a walk in the park. Even with Gobby's insane 4 indirect damage when he shows up business. What a pain in the butt. His event cards, I think, are a bit of a mixed bag. The rapid strikes is cool. I quite like that one. Lila, I can see why she's good. Choose the event and put it on top of your deck so that then you'll know exactly what it is you're going to get. It adds a lot of flexibility, but with aggression, it's not very much in the way of tactics, right? Aggression is just hit them. Whereas you don't really have to sort of think about it. I think Lila in a 2-player game or a multiplayer game, I think would be more important, because then I'd have time to actually plan things out and not have to worry about getting my face punched in all the time. So yeah, she's obviously important. I just don't think as important with solo aggression, really. So that's why I just never used it. Wall crawling is pretty basic stuff. It's interesting that for this one you can put it back into the bottom of your deck when you use it, whereas the others you can't. Not too sure why thematically that is, but that's cool. This guy is cool. I like him a lot. There's the whole thing where I love the fact that he has an ability even when you don't actually really use him. He doesn't have to come in play for him to be helpful. He did 3 points of damage for me without even coming into play. Great. And then when he's defeated, you put him at the bottom of his deck. I assume thematically that's for his infernal nature, because but basically he can't die, right? So, love it. He's great. And very fair in the costs. 2, 1, 2, 2. Makes perfect sense. Accelerated decoy. It's an odd mix. Choose to either confuse an enemy or give your hero a tough status card. I'm not too sure how they sort of gel together, or what even the concept of the decoy thing is. And again, I think those images should be swapped, because he's dodging gunfire. So I don't know enough about the character to understand what accelerated decoy means. Is it some sort of like hologram that he uses or something, maybe? Which then in that case is I don't get the tough status card. Plus even his statement, tough like power, I'm way too fast for you. I mean, that's something that he should be saying up here. But still, the abilities to confuse your enemy is always cool, or get a tough status card. I mean, both abilities are cool. This is great. Love this. Everything from the name, the picture, what it does. Great. It's if there's minions in play, 4 damage instead if that enemy was not stunned this way. Alright, so if for some reason you can't stun them, you still get to do extra damage, which is great. There's no real downside to it. And then if you played this card using your acceleration ability, which most of the time you're going to, stun each minion in play. Imagine that against Ultron. Each minion in play gets stunned. This is a multiplayer card, and it's awesome. So yeah. Oh, and his alter ego ability too. recover once he heals. He must have like a really super cool healing factor. Quite, I like that. His accelerated healing factor is you ready him in order to heal again. It's not he's not like he just has like 8 rec or some crap to indicate his healing factor is, but he actually has to do it again essentially, which I think is quite cool. Or the flexibility is you can ready him after he's healed and like the adrenaline's pumping, you flip him over to hero form and he can start doing some stuff. I really quite like that. It's quite of an inventive way for how his healing factor is meant to work. I don't understand why he's 6 and then 4. 4 really is. It's quite funny. It may not sound like a lot. I mean, traditionally it's 6 and 5, right? And so 5. The difference between 4 and 5 at first glance is though okay, but it really hits hard. It's amazing just how different it is, because suddenly you'll find that, I mean, a lot of cards are, as you can see, are like 2 or in the case of rapid strikes you want to be doing 3. So with 5 you might be able to get away with doing actually playing 2 cards, but with 4 you're only playing 1 card. You can't afford to play 2. So yeah, I find that it's a bit of a I guess the idea is that you don't really play cards from your hand, because the acceleration is how you're meant to do it, like bring them out so you can then use the cards in your hand as resources to play them. I guess, I don't know. I guess Rainey would have to say yay or nay on what that sort of play style is meant to be. But yeah, like I said, I'm sure there's a reason for it, but I don't see why he can't be 5. I don't think he would be OP to be 5 and still have his acceleration ability. I don't think that's OP at all. But that's what the whole point of the character is, right? So in final, I think he's great. He's not for me. I'm just not smart enough to play him, and that's fine. I'm willing to accept that. But I can see the unique ability that he has. I can see somebody with a better idea of how to manipulate your deck. A better deck builder than me, because I just did like a generic aggression type thing, right? But somebody with better deck building skills and a more nuanced play style would absolutely annihilate with this guy. I can see it. I know enough to know that. But I also know enough to know that he's beyond my capabilities. It just didn't quite gel in my head. But I'm glad I got a victory. So with that saying, yeah, I mean this guy's going to get my vote. I can't wait for the forms to come, the actual voting things to come out, so I can put down my notes and stuff. But yeah, he well and truly deserves nomination. He's very cool. A very cool concept. And surprisingly, that is my first Rainy product on the show. I'm actually quite surprised by that, because this dude, like I said, well, I said it in the last video, which you guys didn't hear because I deleted it in shame. He's got like 16 heroes out or something, like something ridiculous. So I'll definitely be looking at some other Rainy products at some point. He's got a very cool Emma Frost, and I mentioned that to him in our call today, that I was interested in playing Emma, and he didn't come out and say it because he's obviously polite, but he insinuated that she might not be for me. I don't know if he's watched any of my videos and knows that I'm not very good, maybe, but it just very subtly hinted that she was quite complex. And I was like, okay, well then obviously she's off the list. Which I thought was pretty funny. So yeah, but anyway, but he's got plenty of others that I definitely want to check out. So you'll see Rainy on the show again. But that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, as always. I really appreciate it. If you can like, subscribe, and leave a comment, especially if you're Rainy, and you can leave a comment and everything I did wrong, that'd be great. Or things that you like, that'd be cool as well. But anybody else, if you want to, if there's anything you noticed, or if you just want to say, your thoughts about the character, by all means go for it. That'd be great. I'd really appreciate it. But above and out all else, please make sure that you look after yourself and the people that you love. Don't forget to give them a hug whenever you can, because you never know. So thank you. Look after yourself. Thanks for watching. See you again next episode. Bye.